Hi folks, quick shop update. Today is Wednesday. We will be in Chicago on Sunday for our last reminder M-Hub, IMTS, kind of our open house Manufacturing Entrepreneurship Summit. I'm gonna be there, the Fusion 360 team is gonna be there, Jay Pearson's gonna be doing a workshop, John Grimsmo, Zach Kaplan, who is the founder of Inventables, is doing a workshop on turning your hobby into a business. So it's really all about manufacturing entrepreneurship, getting a chance to meet you guys and so forth. I'm also going to be at IMTS Monday through Thursday. I'll be in meetings most of Wednesday, but the other days I'll be running around the shop floor, so find us. I don't think it'll be that hard to find us. So I am super excited. Our trunnion is gone, we sold it, so we no longer have a 5th axis. The last video that we did was the V8 engine block. Turned out to be super popular and I love it. I can't wait to do more, so that's on my list of things to look at seriously at IMTS. The obvious candidate is the UMC 750. We're also looking at the DMU 50, but also just keeping an open mind. One thing I'm not gonna do is overstretch myself. I'd like to figure out how to pull this off, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year, and that's okay. We do need something, I say need in quotes because we're able to do some of our production now, but using a 4th axis will really help quality, quantity, process, and I think I'm okay with that in terms of the investment. But the question is, I don't really want to buy a 4th axis machine, I'd rather buy a 5 axis, so that's what's going on in my head. The counter side to all that is I could really justify not buying a machine and instead of doing some other really big quality of life improvements. And I'd like to ask if anyone who watches our channel is an HVAC guru, technician, engineer, service guy, etc. We need to air condition the shop. The big ass fan is great, but the real thing is we need some ventilation. This room is effectively a sealed box, and that's not good. So if we're gonna pull air in, I think now's the time to just look at a mini split, I'm hoping. This is a 50 by 80 room, 4,000 square feet, 15-foot ceilings. I don't need it to be cold. I mean, right now it's 82, 83 degrees, and honestly, with the big ass fan, it's not bad at all, but I want it to be cooler. I want to regulate the humidity. I want to treat the machines well. I want to avoid any potential long-term rust issues, and it's just a nicer place to work, period. That's what I want. So I'm hoping a mini split could bring it down to 76, 75. And then we're also trying to learn about energy recovery ventilators that can actually cycle air, outside air in, and they can recoup your cold air in the summer and your hot air in the winter, so that as you cycle air into your shop, you're not having to reheat or recool fresh air. So those are the two things I'd love to hear more about. We've talked to sales folks, but I always like to find out from guys who don't have something to sell me, is this a good idea? Do they work, etc. I am working on our Speeds and Feeds project. This is the company / project I've mentioned before. If people are interested in kind of being on the beta, please reach out to me directly. You can reach me at john@saundersmachineworks.com. We are hoping to have a beta launch later this year. We have the database done and there's a lot more work to do, but I am excited. This is solely focused on success-based speeds and feeds. And what I want to do is not talk about the trolling and some of the negative stuff that's gone around on the internet lately, but rather show people what can you do with certain combinations of materials, machine tools, tooling, all that stuff. Again, I'm more interested in how you succeed, not how you criticize other people and failure and what doesn't work. But there's a lot to be learned, and we already learned so much. Part of that project has involved setting up this photo booth. It needs organized, it needs Kaizen and leaned, but we've got a camera that's hooked up via a tether to the computer, so there's no batteries, there's no SD cards, it's on a shared drive. We've got the light box, some metrology tools, a lint brush, and we've got this little system now to batch take photos and get the right recipe out. We're analyzing some chips here. I am really, really excited for this. I can't wait till I can share more, but for good reasons, we're kind of keeping a low profile on this. 3 last things. Number 1, I found the best hex keys yet. I love these, and they're only $35, so not that expensive. They're Wera's. We get them off Amazon, so we'll throw in a link. It's an affiliate link, so you can search for them directly if you don't want to use the affiliate link. But they're Hex Plus, which you can read about on Wikipedia, but it's supposed to have a little bit of a better or non-stripping action, but it doesn't require different screws. They work on regular screws. I don't love this pouch, but I actually really don't like these either, the old style. So we're gonna kind of come up with a different lean version of this. We'll keep you posted. We've been putting these on every cart though. Ed has also worked on a new, we're gonna do this as like a widget, I think, Tormach enclosure rack. It will be out of aluminum. We just, rapid prototyped one on the laser, but it'll have your tightening, your loosening, some holders, and then this is not how it's gonna work. We've got a new version of this that holds these up at an angle, so it presents all of these nice Wera tools, or your own brand, I guess, would work, at the right angle to comfortably lift them in and out, which I freaking love. I wanna have a air nozzle here, a chip brush thing, the hammer, and so forth. So we're working on that. And we've also started replacing our Tormach machines. We sent 2 of them over to the local community college to get them into their CNC program. And with those proceeds, we gave them a deal. We did pick up one 770M. So we'll use this for our speeds and feeds projects, for the parts we make, fixtures, and also for our training classes. So we're proud that you can come here and see the different line of Tormachs, and we're now doing our training classes with the Haas machine. So if you want to come here and run a Haas machine, and if you've never run one, you can take our 3-day class and we will teach you how to run a Haas, and you can see the difference between them. And finally, I mentioned this on the Business of Machining podcast, but this has been super, super cool. We needed a way to think about the layout. We replaced the 770 machine. We got rid of one of the 440s in lieu of a 770. And I needed to think of a way to lay out our shop efficiently, including the heavier machines that you just can't move around on a pallet jack like the Tormach. So this is what we've come up with. Most of the machines in here we own. A couple are prospective candidates just as a way to lay things out for now. Whether it's those exact machines or something similar gives you the idea. But pretty cool. Ed painted one of them. Which is awesome, but also overkill. But we're thinking about moving a little cell out here, keeping the VF2 where it is for now, the VM3 as well. Then TBD where we get another machine. We've got the toolboxes, and then we got our little forklift to show getting in and out of areas for that. So it has been super useful, and if you've got access to a 3D printer, this was honestly not that hard. And I swear, it really looks like our shop when you're poking in through the doors, and taking it to the next level. You could just do this with pencil and ruler, but we lasered in the concrete expansion joints so that we aren't spanning joints with current or new machines. Obviously we have Judd there as well. And we started printing some of them on the old printer, but Ed has gotten spoiled and we basically only use the Mark Forge now because it just works. Like everything just works off of it. We're coming down home stretch on the DIY lathe. It's apart right now, but he's got some of the Arduino code going, and spindle I think is done. As you guys probably know if you've been paying attention, the plugs will probably end up getting made on the injection mold, but we kind of dual tracked those. We wanted to run both to see what would work better. And I think there's a lot to be learned, and I think this is super fun and exciting, and we'll probably use this for something else in the future. We may still use it for the plugs, maybe a different version of the plugs, or maybe it helps you guys with a project or inspires you guys to make something, and darn it, it's just cool. I kind of remind myself that even if we're not going to use that machine in the end, if I can't do stuff like that, then why am I doing what I'm doing? So anyways, for the folks that are going to be at IMTS, looking forward to meeting you guys. Otherwise, take care. See you soon.